Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I look a little different, but that's because today's video is a power of makeup video. So if you haven't seen this already, which I'm guessing you have because it's everywhere, what people are doing in these kinds of power of makeup videos is they're only doing half their face, like full glam. So the point of this video isn't just to like compare your face. The point is to show that makeup is a art form. It's not just something to wear on a night out or something to wear when, I don't know, you just think that you don't look great. Makeup is a form of art and it can do incredible things. Just look at the difference between this side of my face and this side of my face. Like, I'm not saying this side is ugly and this side is beautiful. No, I'm actually someone who's really comfortable with my bare face, and honestly most times I'm not wearing makeup. Most times I'm just wearing my bare face. If you know me or go to school with me, you know that I show up to class almost every day with the bare face. Maybe only once or twice a week I have makeup on. I know that for me, I was never really good at any kind of like actual art, like painting or I don't know, like dancing or singing or anything like that until I found makeup, and this is just another way to be creative and to be artistic. It's something that I practice at, something that other people practice at, just like you would at drawing or painting or whatever it is that you do. It's not just makeup to a lot of people. It's something that's amazing, it's versatile, you can do so many crazy things. Like, look at this, it's art. Look at my eye, look at my face. There are layers, there are like dimensions, just like a painting would be. So yeah, that is the point of this video. It's not necessarily going to be like a tutorial video, like I am going to be explaining what I'm doing. If you want to try to copy my look like on your full face for a night out, go for it. That's not my primary purpose, but obviously you can take whatever out of this video that you want. So yeah, without further ado, let's start on cutting my face in half and showing you what the power of makeup is. Okay, so I want a really sharp look, so because I want that, I'm going to use a little bit of tape. So I'm going to put that right under my eye. Okay, so first I'm going to prime my eye, and to do that I'm using the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, the anti-age one. You only really need a little bit. And then just use your finger to blend it into your skin. Make sure it's all evenly distributed over your lid, into your crease, above your crease, just everywhere that you know you're going to put eyeshadow. And whenever you prime your eyes, whether you use an actual primer or foundation or concealer, anything like that, you're going to want to set it with a powder, because if you don't, when you try to blend out those colors, they're not going to blend very well because they don't have a smooth surface to blend against. So I'm going to use the Ulta Press Setting Powder. It's translucent. I'm just gonna grab, you can grab any brush or whatever. I'm just gonna grab a Real Techniques buffing brush and just dab that all over my lid, just so I have a nice smooth surface. For my transition shade, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Naked 2 Basics palette. I'm going in with an Eco Tools fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to use the shade Cover right here and go right into my crease here, and then also a little bit above my crease. I'm gonna go pretty far out because I'm doing a really dramatic look. Okay, so now moving on to a new palette. This is one of my all-time favorite palettes ever. It's so nice, and it always will be. It's the Tartelette In Bloom palette. Just the colors are so beautiful. Just like, they're so nice. This is my favorite like color scheme here, and the formula is so nice. It's so blendable, so creamy, so everything. I love it. I'm just gonna start with Rebel here. It's this kind of like darkish mauve. It's super pretty. I'm gonna go in with this e.l.f. blending brush, so I'm just gonna dip into that really lightly at first. My roommate always tells me that I tap off the excess too aggressively, but you gotta do what you gotta do. You can't have too much. So I'm just gonna first take that really lightly, because these are super pigmented shadows. You don't want to go in too darkly with any of them, because then blending them out is going to be a nightmare. So I'm taking this Rebel shade, and first I'm just going right into my crease and a little bit above it. So I'm just going to go back in with this blending brush here. I'm just going to make sure that I blend out any harsh lines, make sure that it blends seamlessly with my transition shade. So I'm also making sure that I just kind of take this into my outer V just a little bit, as well as back into my crease, just really accentuate that color. Okay, so I'm going to go in with that same brush, and I'm just going to go in with the shade Leader, which is kind of just like a darker plum version of Rebel right here. I'm just going to take that very, very lightly, even lighter than I took the shade Rebel, on that same brush. Tap it off a lot. And first I'm going to start right here in this area, in your outer V. That's where you put your brush down first. And then also take it lightly into your crease. I'm going to pick up a little bit more. And go in that same area. Going to dip into that shade Leader one more time and just kind of bring it farther up, away from my outer V a little bit more, and just into this outer part of my crease. Just make sure that I get that full-on shadow. Okay, so next I want to go even a little bit darker. So I'm gonna go in the same palette again with the shade Activist. So this is it's a very, very, very dark brown, kind of. I'm going to take that on this Real Techniques, it's called Base Shadow Brush, but I don't see why, because it's basically the same as this e.l.f. brush here that I just used, but it's a little pointier. So I'm gonna use that to go in with this dark shade here, and I'm gonna use that point just to start right here with that dark shade. You can already see that that darker shade just gives that an extra dimension. So the next I'm going to do is the lid. So I'm going to take this 8 brushes, it's so worn off because I use it so much, Precision Shadow Brush. Ow, 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 ow. I'm going to use this, it's actually a ColourPop highlighter. It's in the shade Flexitarian. It's, oh my god. Flexitarian just fell out and just smashed all over my floor.
No, it didn't.
Come here.
I am. No.
It just came out.
Pick it up.
I'm
Pick
so
it up.
mad.
No, the floor.
Oh, it's all over the floor. It's literally, my floor is like shiny. Oh my god, bad idea.
No. You didn't rub it.
I
had a feeling you were gonna rub it, and I'm like, this.
Okay, so a little bit of a change of plans after that whole fiasco and yeah. I am going to actually use the Stila Magnificent Metal Eyes Metallic Dusty Rose eyeshadow thing, which I've never used before. Okay, so I just wet my brush and ooh. Okay. Okay. What? Okay, so I'm just blending this out with my IT Cosmetics brush. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to take off my tape here. And you can see how much of a super sharp and awesome line using tape gives you. Okay, so next step is liner. I'm using my usual L'Oreal Lenore Intense black eyeliner. This has a brush tip, which I love. I hate felt tips. I can't do it. So in we go. Okay, so my eyeliner is down, and now that I'm done with the base of my eyeshadow and my liner and my eyebrows, I'm going to move on to my face and then go back for the finishing touches on my eyes after I do all of that. So I'm gonna move right on to foundation now. What I like to do is mix my Urban Decay and my NYX foundations because I'm like in between shades right now. So I'm gonna take this Real Techniques pointed foundation brush, and I'm gonna use that just to make the line down my face because I'm only doing half for this. I'm going to try to make it as straight as possible. I'm going to take my beauty blender here and just dip into what's on my hand and start applying that to my face. It's kind of weird, you like don't realize how much your foundation color is like brighter than your actual face until they're literally like right next to each other on your face. This is kind of weird. Okay, so now I'm going in with concealer, and I'm going to just take out my cut product here because like forever ago, like nothing came out, but there's still so much product. Like I've been using this cut open thing for 2 weeks now. It just never stops, so I have to like put it in this bag, this gross bag here, along with my concealer brush. Okay, so I'm going to take my Ahiko Tools flat brush here and just dip into my little thing, which I had to cut even more. Alright, I'm going to go right under my eyes here. I'm going to use my beauty blender and blend the rest out. Now to set my concealer, to make sure that it doesn't crease or go anywhere, I'm going to go into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Palette, and I'm taking, oh my gosh, don't do that, and I'm taking the shade Sand right here onto my Real Techniques contour brush. I'm just going to go right under my eyes. So next for contour and bronzer, I want to go kind of like extreme as I can. So first I'm going to go also back into that contour palette, and I'm taking my Ahiko Tools, another contour brush, and I'm going into the shade Fawn right down here. Go right here with my contour. Okay, and to finish that off, I'm also going in with the Fiona Stiles Bronzing Cheek Veil, Bronzing Sun Veil, in the shade Ahiko. I'm taking on this Real Techniques brush, and I'm just going to brush that over the rest of my contour areas, so down here. And then I'm going to just kind of brush it a little bit more over here and up into my forehead. Next for blush, I'm using my Fiona Stiles. This one is a soft cheek veil in the shade Maiden Lane, so I'm taking another contour brush by Real Techniques, and I'm dipping into that, and I'm brushing it right over my contour and slightly into the apples of my cheeks, and I'm bringing it upwards. So lastly for my face, I'm going to highlight with my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, the pressed one, in Moonstone. It's I caught it. That could have been horrible. So it's this really pretty shade here. I'm going in with my e.l.f. small tapered brush, and I'm really dipping into that. And I'm just brushing this all along my cheekbones. Look at that. Damn. And then onto my nose. Cupid's bow. Maybe a little bit more here. And then I'm also going to take a little, I'm going to put it under my brow bone here. Oops. Oh, finger's really big. I need to do it with my pinky finger. And then also... Okay, so now it's time to finish up my eyes, and I'm going to go back into my Tartelette palette here, and I'm going to get a small detailing brush. I'll take this Real Techniques one here, and I'm going back into the shade, first I'm going to use a Rebel. Just going to dip right into that, and go underneath my lash line. And then I'm going to go back into Leader as well, very lightly on the tip of this. And I'm putting that very close to my lash line, and I'm not bringing it down. Just lining my lash line here. Alright, for mascara, I'm using the L'Oreal Voluminous Million Lashes. I'm just going to brush that on both my upper and lower lashes. And I think I'm also going to line my waterline, just to give it that extra oomph. With the Maybelline Unstoppable eyeliner in black. Just going to go into that. Okay, so I was going to put lashes on, but I've already spilled and or broken 2 things within this video, so I think I'm going to stop there. Oh my god, lips. Just kidding. I need to put something on my lips, obviously. So I think it only makes sense to go with a dark lip for this video, just to really show that contrast. So I'm using the Tarteist lip paint in the shade Killin' It. Looks like this. And I'm only going to put that on this half of my lips. So yeah, this is the final look right here. it's crazy. Like, you don't realize how different you look. You don't realize what you can really do with makeup until you like see it compared to the other side of your face without makeup on. Like, it's insane. It's like really like an art. It's not just makeup, because look, it's crazy. You can do whatever you want. You can transform into something completely different every time you wear makeup. It's amazing. You can just, there's so many different colors and techniques and just products you can use, and your face is your canvas. It's amazing. Say it's amazing one more time. Go for it. And that's what I love about makeup. It's so versatile, and it's just a lot more than what other people think it is. So yeah, that's really all I have for today, but I just hope you got something out of it no matter what it is. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up, because that would help me a lot. If you aren't subscribed to me already, there's also a button down below to do that. And yeah, that's it. So thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you guys on my next video.